So everything's out. So I'm gonna be crocheting like crazy this market. He left and just left Pokemon cards, and I realized it because I'm like, why, what are people staring at on my table? Like I always do this every single time.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
Okay, so it is, let me see. It is market day. It is 9:13. Everything is set up. The table looks great, but what I have on the table is like a good like 95% of what I have. So everything is out. So I'm going to be crocheting like crazy this market. I'm very happy with the way everything looks. The weather is so nice. It's 72 degrees right now. There's like the slightest breeze, so it feels really, really nice. I know the weather is going to go up by like 10 degrees ish. So hopefully it's not too bad. But I have my hair up anyway because I sweat. I sweat on my forehead and I kept my bangs out anyway. So that's great. But yeah, I think I'm going to start crocheting now. I have to crochet some ducks, and I think I'm going to do the frogs first because the frogs take me one less time. Two, I only have six, and it looks kind of bad compared to the octos and the turtles. So we're going to start with that first. There's quite a few people, not as much as last time around this time. If you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend. It should be up now. It'll be somewhere on screen. It'll be here, or maybe it'll be there. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I interrupt this market vlog to introduce you guys to the sponsor of this portion of the video, Craftsy. If you're anything like me, and I know you are because you're watching this video, you're a very creative and crafty person. If you're looking for your next hobby, I have the perfect place to start. Craftsy is your online resource for all things creative. With over 2,000 classes, there's always something new to learn. They have classes for everything from crochet to knit to baking and painting. I've personally been on the sewing side of things, and as you can see, there are so many classes to choose from. What's really amazing about these classes is there's step-by-step instruction. Not only that, but there's also downloadable resources to make learning as easy as possible. Something I especially love about this as a small business girly with little to no time is that you can learn anywhere and watch anytime with classes that are broken down into short, easy to follow lessons. The first 1,000 people to join Craftsy with my link that is in the description will get a full year of a premium membership for only $1.49. This offer is only available for new members, so go ahead and click my link and check out Craftsy for yourself. Thank you to Craftsy for sponsoring this portion of the video. All right, so this update has to be kind of quick because there is, as you can see behind me, there's a crowd. But it is now 11:15 and we've made so many sales. I'm so happy, but we're selling out of so much stuff. So I've been crocheting. As you've seen by the other clips, I made 3 frogs so far. 2 of them were in like the smoky green Bernat blanket, and then the other one was I think in go-go green. I haven't bought that green in a very long time because I don't like the color, but I had just enough to make another frog, so I did that. I think up next I'm gonna make like 1 or 2 mallards. I am like running out of axolotls, so I have to do that as well. But yeah, super busy, and I'm gonna keep on crocheting. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna check in really quick. It's been a couple hours, but it's been just like crowds back to back to back. It is now 1:44, so we have about like an hour and 15 minutes left. We're doing super good. I definitely did not bring enough stock because I only market prep twice or 2 days this week. So we're down to like 5 little turtles. I had to make 2 ducks. If I didn't make those 2 ducks, we would have sold out of ducks. We have 2 chickens, 1 loaf cat. Like it's getting slim pickings up in here. Yeah, oh my gosh. I want to say like 20 minutes ago, there was this guy here and he bought something I think for his girlfriend or his friend, and he ended up he put a whole bunch of Pokemon cards down, and then he bought a duck, and he left and just left the Pokemon cards. And I realized that because I'm like, what are people staring at on my table? Like it felt weird, right? A stack of Pokemon cards on my table, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not okay. So I scroll back in my footage to find out who did it or who left it, and I actually found him, but I don't know where he is, and this place is pretty big. So my mom and my stepdad are like on the hunt for him right now. I hope he comes back because I know like there's like valuable cards or something in Pokemon packs. So hopefully he does come back because that would really suck. It's like a stack of like 5 or 6. I don't really know. I don't know what to do. So he has my card and everything. So hopefully he can get in contact with me if he remembers that he left it at my table. But yeah, I'm hoping that he comes back because that would really suck, like really bad. So, and I would hope that somebody, if I leave something at somebody's table, that they'll hold it for me. and hope for me to come back. Yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I'm like having heartburn right now. But yeah, I'm actually working on some turtles. It's like a little turtle head. I'm going to continue crocheting and I'll probably update you guys a little bit later. So, my hair looks crazy. All right, so it is about that time. It is like way past that time. It's 3:38 now, so we're gonna start packing up. We sold out of a couple things. If you can see behind me, you barely see. We sold out the dinos, but yeah, we're gonna start packing up, and then next time you'll see me during the breakdown. So let's go ahead and break this. I always do this every single time. We're gonna take this down, take the table down, and then I'll see you at the breakdown of this video. Okay, bye.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
So we finally made it to the breakdown part of this video. I'm sorry if there's a glare in my glasses. I have the light on. My curtains are closed because there's construction going on literally right outside my window, and I don't want the construction workers to see me talking to myself. And then if I'm looking down, my notes are down here. So I want to start this part off with saying that if you've seen any plushies that you like that you want to purchase, I sell them all on my website, ninaelaine.com. It's also linked down below. I just added the mystery turtles onto my website. So if you wanted to get your hands on any one of them, I do recommend checking out my shop. I also appreciate every single order that I get from my shop, and thank you so much. But with all that being said, I'm going to get into this breakdown. So there's going to be 3 parts to this breakdown. The first part is going to be how much I made. The second part is going to be my best sellers. And then the third part is going to be my experience overall with this market. So we're going to jump right in to part 1, which is how much I made. So in cash, I made $375. In card, I made $205, making my grand total $580 for this market. This market was at the Columbus Farmers Market and Flea World, so my booth fee was $25. We're gonna get into part 2, which is my best sellers. So my best sellers, the numbers are a little bit skewed, not to how much I sold, but how much in total I brought. They're still kind of messed up from when I went to the Jersey City market, which if you have not seen that vlog, it'll be right here. Do check that out. It was a very surprising market. But because I had that market, I had to add in a whole new location onto my Shopify. So it skewed all of my inventory. I'm not going to be able to tell you how many I sold out of how many I brought, but I'll tell you how many I sold of each item, okay? If that makes sense. All the pattern links will be linked down below if you're curious, if you want to make these for your market. All that will be linked down below. So do check that out. So we're going to get into it. So my first top seller are mystery turtles. Shocker. So this is the Tilly the Turtle pattern by Crochet with Luna on Instagram. It is a free pattern. Highly recommend. Works up super quick and it is a free pattern. Did you hear me? Free. So highly recommend. Please go check out that pattern. All I did was like mod it so I can add like little details so they become fruits, and I make them into like little mystery bags, and they always do super well. They're always like in my top 3, either the mystery turtles or the tiny turtles. So this pattern is like so insane. Like people go crazy for them. So I sold 10 mystery turtles. So my next bestseller were actually tiny turtles. Shocker. same pattern. So I sold 7 of those. And then actually surprisingly, Loaf kittens made it to the top 3. So I think I brought Loaf kittens to the past, like I want to say 3 markets, 3 or 4 markets that I've done. And they do decently well. I just saw a lot of other crochet artists saying that like the loaf kittens versus the loaf cats. The loaf kittens usually do well because they're smaller, they're easier to make, and they're usually at a lower price point. So I do like those. I'm going to bring those to my online shop as well because I think that they're so cute. I'm just going to put a couple of staple ones on there because I every single week I bring new patterns. So like new colorways for the kittens. The pattern that I bought comes with I think like 3 cat patterns, if that makes sense. So it's the same loaf cat pattern, but the color changes are different, so it looks like different cats. It's so cute. I sold 3 of those, which I think at this market I brought like 7, and I actually sold out of so many things at this market, which is super shocking. I haven't sold out of anything in a very long time. So we're going to talk about that in the third section, which we're getting to right now. The third section is my experience overall with this market. I sold out. I think I sold out of dinos. I sold out of what else I sell out of? Which, if they didn't make it to the top 3, I think dinos were tied. Obviously, they were tied with the loaf kittens, but it was right under loaf kittens. So, yeah, the dinos pretty much sold out. My bees pretty much sold out, which is also my pattern. I'm going to put these patterns down below as well because they're also really popular. I only had 1 loaf cat left. I had to make 2 new ducks on the spot, which this was another market that I was crocheting at. And thank God I brought enough yarn because I was like running out of stuff like crazy. I was there like crocheting so much. I think I didn't make an axolotl, which I almost sold out of my axolotls as well, which is super shocking once again. But yeah, like crazy. Like my table has not looked like that since I first started doing markets. Once I got more seasoned into doing markets, I know how much inventory to bring. I just didn't think I was gonna actually sell out. Insane. Actually insane. And this was actually the July 5th market. So it was the day after 4th of July. And I didn't think that anybody was going to come out. Like, I thought it was going to be a super chill market. And then I end up selling out of a whole bunch of stuff and having an empty table by the end of the market, which is like, I'm so grateful for. So grateful for. So I had to do a lot of market prep. I actually got sick after this market and I wasn't able to prep a whole bunch. So I didn't go to a market after this one, but I will be going to one this weekend. So I had to prep a whole bunch. I thought it was going to be chill. Like, you never know how a market is going to go. And I always say this, you never know how a market is going to go. So always try and be prepared. But yeah, super successful market. I had a lot of fun. I brought my yarn and I was crocheting, like I said before. So there was people stopping by my table just to watch me crochet. And that was really, really fun. So I'm like super grateful. I did want to mention, someone left their Pokemon cards. Update on the Pokemon cards. The owner did reach out to me of the Pokemon cards. I had to ask him like a few questions just to make sure I was sending these cards to the right person. I ended up shipping them to him because we live way too far away from each other for me to actually, be able to meet up or for him to come back to another market. I didn't end up going to the market after this one, so it would have really sucked. So I ended up shipping it out that Tuesday or Wednesday, and he ended up getting it like 2 days later. So very, very happy for that. That was the Pokemon card update that you guys have been like waiting for. I know. You're sitting at the edge of your seat waiting to know what happened to these Pokemon cards. But he has received them. I'm glad that I was able to do that because, like, God forbid I lose anything or leave anything at someone's table at a market. It'll be, like, really difficult to find out where you left it. Like, because there's just so much going on, you know what I mean? And a lot of us are just, like, overstimulated and there's, like, so much. I felt really bad. But I pray that, like, if something like that happens to me and I end up, like, misplacing something that I find very valuable, which Pokemon cards are super valuable. So if I end up misplacing something like that, I would hope that someone goes out of their way to make sure it gets back to me. So that's going to be it for this video. And before you click off, because I know you're about to click off, leave me an emoji down below. The emoji that I want you to leave down below in this video is going to be a crab emoji for the cancers out there. So my birthday is actually in July. It's actually today. Today's July 18th that I'm recording this, and today's my birthday. So leave a crab down below in the comment section. And I always respond to everybody who leaves these emojis. So please do leave them down below to let me know that you got this far. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the links down below. I hope you subscribe and like and leave that crab emoji in the comments, please. So with that all being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!